Hey guys, so we have some Born Pretty nude jellies to swatch along with this beautiful sparkly color that I got. And then I'm going to test out some different embossed hearts to do on my own nails.
Give it to me like.
Hello. Welcome to another video on my channel. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. So today I have some new colors in. I got some nude jellies from Born Pretty, and I got this sparkly color, and then I got a few little goodies that I will pull out and show you in a second. And they're super cute, but they're going to help with what we're doing today. So I did these nails the last video, and I left them very plain, so I just did the cat eye gel. So what I wanted to do today was show you some of these new colors. I actually mess up the footage, and I'm really sorry. So we only swatch two of the colors, but one of them is the sparkle and one is the nude. So, and then what I was just showing you were my test nails that I'm going to practice some different embossed styles hearts. And I wanted to use, I tried to use some of these colors, and which didn't really work out that well. So I grabbed some of the old things from my last video. One right here, which is really similar to the new sparkle, but this one is much prettier. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a way to work this into the hearts on my nails, and I'm going to use some of the cat eyes by Born Pretty and Madame Glam as the actual heart color in the background. And then I want to use this as like an embossed sort of texture. So I picked two colors. They're both purples. One's Madame Glam, one is Born Pretty, one is just a brighter, one is a lighter. I'm going to work with those. First we'll swatch our Born Pretty colors. First we'll swatch one of the Born Pretty colors and the new sparkle color. I did get another super top coat, so we're not going to need to look at that, but I will show you what they look like all in the end. I just messed up the footage, so I missed three of them. Okay, so they are winter colors, fall colors. But I did get some goodies here. So let's take a look at these, and then we'll get into it. How freaking cute are these things? Okay. So they're just, oh, look at that magnet. Amazing. Okay, so as I expressed before, these are the most adorable nail stands I have ever seen. They're like Aurora, if that like Aurora feel. They're much sturdier than this one that I normally use when I'm working on one nail. So I like that they are flat, and the little stand, or the little, yeah, these little guys, they don't look too powerful, but I have to say the magnet is amazing. Like, watch, you can pick it right up. Whereas this one from my other set, like, it just falls right off. So, okay, we're going to start with priming all of the tips, and then we will be back. Okay, so I'm going to start with opening up our new Born Pretty nude jellies. Again, I'm really sorry. I thought I was filming the other ones, and I totally wasn't. So, the first one is a nude pink jelly. It's got the color in the top, and the color in the top is actually exactly how it looks on the nail. So it looks very pink when I'm pulling it out of the bottle. The same with the other ones. I have a purple, I have like a dusty blue, and then I had a sparkle brownie black. They look really dark coming out of the bottle, but when you actually put them onto the swatch stick, it's a little bit of a thicker consistency, so you kind of are wondering, is this even a nude jelly? And to be quite honest, like, this is one coat, not even one coat. Like, I haven't even, it hasn't self levels, so they do turn out a little bit more milky than they do jelly, in my opinion. But it goes on really nicely. And they all do go on the same. So we'll take a look at all of them at the end. This is it's a sparkle color I got. I just wanted to see what it looked like on the nail, see how it worked. So I just got one of them to start. It is very thick. It is packed full of sparkles and hollows. It's a little too much, in my opinion, and I will show you how it goes on the actual nail. The bottles are great. It's got this little twist, top, and it like snaps in place, so keeps it nice and sealed. So that's how it looks on the nail. It is very, very, very thick. You do need to put a top coat on, which is what I'm going to do right here. And if you look, my thoughts on this was, this would be great for encapsulating on extensions. So let's say you want to do a base layer of this and then you can encapsulate it. You do need an encapsulation, and you might even need to buff. Okay. But this is the pink one. I'm going to show you all of them because I didn't get the footage in. Very, very sorry. They are top coated. So this was the purple color, and I'm not going to link it. If you want me to link these colors, let me know. I'm going to put the name of the product. I'll put the number on it, and I'll put the color. Okay. So I did a nude pink. I did a purple. It looks a lot like a purple I have already. And then I did a dusty blue. And I also got this one, which I thought was a black. So you do need 2 coats if you want it to come black. Otherwise, it does come out like a bit of a jelly brown with sparkles. Okay, so I did want to test out some different embossed Valentine's Day hearts on nails. And I wanted to do them on nails exactly like the ones I have on right now, because I'm going to put them on myself after, depending on which one turns out the best. So
that's okay with me.
So as you can tell, and if you saw my last video, you will know that this is the cat eye gel by Born Pretty. So it's the reflective gel. So just working on moving it where I want it. Okay, so this is what we're going to work with to do our test nails. So I got my palette. I've got my 2 colors in purple. They're both cat eye reflective gels. I've got my little liner brushes ready. I am going to use a couple different extras on top of this. So we're going to do our hearts in the purple. I'm going to just test one, whatever my favorite is, as I'm working on the test nails. I'm going to do one on one of my nails, and then I'll do the rest of them. So you'll see like what I did in my next video. Okay, so we're going to start with the Born Pretty reflective cat eye. It's a very sort of dark midnight purple. I just love purples, so I picked 2 different variations, and it was the closest I could find to like a pink, which is your typical Valentine's Day. And I prefer purple. So we're going to use this really awesome bright Madame Glam one. And then, like I said, the little cute sparkle gels from last video I'm going to be using as well. And I'm going to use a super shiny top coat by Born Pretty. And then I pulled out a little bit of black to add to my palette because I think some of the hearts would look really awesome if they were outlined, just to give it a little more of a bolder effect. So I got my new brushes, and we're going to use our liner brushes as well as our dotting tool to do our heart. And I think that's it. Let's start on our first nail. Okay, so I'm just putting a little bit of this on my palette. So that's our first, this is the Born Pretty Reflective Cat Eye. It's very thick. One thing I noticed about the Born Pretty, it's got a lot of those metallic pieces. So I'm just kind of mixing it around. And we're going to start with our first heart. So this is probably the easiest way I've seen anybody do this before. It takes a lot of the stress off working with a liner brush if you can't get very precise with your drawing. So I got my thickest dotting tool, my roundest, biggest dotting tool, and you just do 2 dots side by side. Make sure your tool is saturated enough, and then you can literally work with the tool just to draw the outline, and then you can clean it up with your liner brush. So that's the reflective for that one. So I'm going to put that one into the lamp and let that cure. And then we'll move on to our second one. For my second one, I'm going to use the Madame Glam Cat Eye in this like beautiful, vivid purple shimmer. This one is not nearly as thick, but it still comes out very beautiful. Much more vibrant, as you can see on the palette. So same thing, I'm just sort of blobbing on my 2 circles, and then I'm finishing up. Here I'm just cleaning up my edges with my liner brush just to make sure that it looks like it doesn't look like it's got any seeping edges. And then it's as even, I guess, as I can make it. These brushes are great. I love that it comes with all these different sizes all together. I find this length right here is perfect for just doing like little circles. Yeah, I use that length to do my outline in the black, and it's beautiful. And again, the Madame Glam Cat Eye is a really nice reflective as well. But on a heart, it's a little bit harder, so I just tried to make those pieces just kind of come up to the top, so that you saw a little bit of a difference. So I'll let you watch this one. This is the third one that I do, and then I think I start doing one of my own after this. So I am going to emboss all of the hearts once they're done. I'm just doing my initial first lay down of a design at this point. So for this one, I wasn't sure what to do. I thought I was going to do a heart and then color or paint all around so that only the middle reflective was showing through. And then I changed my mind and I wanted to stick to, and I still could have done it. I still could have done the whole outside in a reflective. I could have used, this is obviously in hindsight, right? Here I'm just cleaning up any of my edges. As you can see, it's not perfectly rounded. But yeah, in hindsight, I should have done the whole outside in a reflective, probably in the bright. It would have been nicer. I could have used my magnet just to sort of give some additional shimmers, and then I could have embossed the center. So here I'm showing you, I'm using the Super Shiny Top Coat by Madame Glam. I'm putting a little bit on my palette here. So I wanted to do a little bit of a combination. I wanted to see what the cat eye effect looked like when it was embossed. And then I wanted to emboss with something else for a little bit of a change. So here I'm just using my liner brush and I'm sort of blobbing it. That's my technical term for it. I'm just putting it into the middle of the heart so that it shows it's a little bit raised and it's puffy. I'm basically making puffy hearts on my nails so that it comes out. When it comes out, it's got that like embossed feeling. So I'm going to do this one first, and then we'll try embossing with a different gel. So here I wanted to use this one. I don't know if you guys remember this one. It's like little confetti. It's so cute. It's got like Tiffany blue pieces and like lavender purples, and they're all different shapes and sizes. So here I'm doing the same thing. I'm using my liner brush, and I'm very lightly placing it so that I'm getting all these little sparkles or confetti pieces and hollow pieces where I want them, but the gel's embossed. And right away when I started doing this, I loved it. Like, I think it looks so cute with the purple background. So here I'm going to try it again on these two hearts here in the two different colors. It's a perfect way to see which one looks nicer, and it still looks nice on this purple, but I think it really pops the best on our vivid cat eye purple by Madame Glam. So I'm doing the same here, embossing my two hearts. The only difference with these hearts and the last one we looked at was I've outlined them in black, and the outline just really helps to bring out the shape of the heart, and it also, well, to me, it looks like the embossed is sort of, it makes it more pronounced. So this one started to become my favorite. And then this is how I'm going to do my own nails. So I'm going to finish up here. I'm going to work on the last nail. I'm going to cure, and then we'll come back and we'll start working on my own. I'm just doing one of my favorite on my middle nail here. So I'm using, obviously, the Vivid Cat Eye Purple by Madame Glam, because I think it looks the best as a background. And I'm just doing that same dotting tool technique, filling in the center. This part doesn't need to be puffy at this point. It just needs to be painted fully. And then you can shimmer it with your with the magnet. So I'm going to shimmer it with the magnet, bring some of those reflectives a little further up, a little closer to the center. And then I did mention it before, but I really liked the way the heart looked with the black outline. So I'm going to finish this part off. I'm going to cure it, and then we're going to outline it. So I'm just grabbing my magnet. There's not a ton to magnetize here, as you can see, but you can sort of flick them around so that they shimmer like in different angles. I did try that paperclip hack, but I have not gotten it down yet, which is why I haven't made a video about it. You need a specific type of paperclip first, which I don't have. So, so this is the first one, and that's just with the Born Pretty top coat. So again, I'm just showing which I used. I used the Born Pretty Reflective. I outlined it in the Madame Glam Perfect Black, and then I embossed it with the Born Pretty top coat. So I'm going to work a little bit more on my own now. So here's our second one done. So for this one, I did emboss the center heart. So you can see it's raised, like when you turn it to the side, it's raised. And then you can like run over them with your fingers. You feel the emboss. So for this one, I used both the Born Pretty Reflective. I used the Madame Glam Deep Purple. I did outline in the Perfect Black. And of course I used the little confetti for the embossing. And I did go around the outside. You might have noticed that in the last shot while I was working on it. I did put the super top coat around the Born Pretty Purple on the outside, but kept the center highly embossed. So let's work a little more on my nail. While my nail is curing, this is our third version. So this one is fairly similar to the one I'm doing on my own nail. The only difference is the heart's much bigger. So if you want to emboss it with some extra sort of decoration, I noticed a bigger heart does make a difference. However, these ones are small, and this one, because of the pronounced outline, so it looks a little different on my nail, because I've got that black really pronounced around the edges of this one. You can definitely see the difference between the heart and the emboss in the center. So this one is my favorite. And this is the one that I'm basing the rest of my nails on. So I'm going to finish up my own, and then we'll be back. So here she is, super cute. See what I mean about not really seeing the outline as much? So also while I was picking them up, I was getting really thick pieces. So the thinner the like confetti pieces you get, especially when you're working on a small surface, the better. But I think it's adorable. So that's our finished nail. You do want to top coat these. So I do wipe the sticky layer off. And I did go over it again with the Madame Glam Super Shiny, just a really thin coat so that it's actually nice and shiny. Because the little confetti gel, when you wipe the sticky layer off, it does dull it. So again, this is probably my least favorite at this point. I really like the small hearts, whether it's 1 or 2. The other one I should have just done what I was explaining earlier, what I was thinking. But I wanted to try to keep them all unison because I was testing these out to do on all of my nails. So this is our winner. Let me know if you have a favorite. And these are our swatched Born Pretty and VINIMAY sparkle gel. So I could have done one with this. I might actually add this to my nails when I redo mine. I'll show you those next time. I'll do all my nails. Well, maybe not all my nails, but I will do both my hands. So next time in our next video, you'll see me with more of these on for VDay. So again, here are the swatched jelly nudes in our nude pink. And then we've got our vivid purple. I'm just adjusting everything for the shot. So we've got our vivid purple. See, they don't really look like jellies. They're almost, they almost need a little more of like a clear coat in them. But they do all go on the same. Except for that last one, the VINIMAY one with the sparkle, which I'm going to test out on a heart. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Let me know what you want to see in the comments if there's anything specific. Otherwise, I will see you guys next time.